Welcome to No Fun Channel. I'm Felix, and this is podcast episode number 20. So 020. I'm actually surprised I made it this long, keep doing it. I thought for sure I would have got burned out a long time ago and just quit. I'm one of those people who can't do for themselves. What I mean by that is if it's something for me, I just throw it aside. But if I'm doing something for other people, I got no problem doing it. Like, I can stay focused, get the job done, things like that. But when it's me and I need to stay focused on something for me, I just toss it to the side and give up. I wish I didn't do that, but that's why I'm trying to do more stuff for myself. That's why I started doing the social media stuff, because it's something I always wanted to do, but I always kept saying no. Finally, now I'm doing it. But I am enjoying it. I am getting a lot more views, which is nice. And again, still being realistic, I'm not expecting to be like internet famous or anything like that. But it's just nice to see some people are enjoying what I'm doing. Like recently, I did a video on Airwolf and Blue Thunder, remaking those. And in the video, I said Jan Michael Vincent was still alive. And I knew he was dead. I remember hearing him die. And someone in the comments said he died in 2019. And I went in and I used the YouTube edit feature and removed where I said he was still alive. So thanks to the guy who pointed that out. I don't know why I thought he was alive. I even Googled it, and for some reason I still thought he was alive. It's like, what in the world? I was like, I knew he was dead. But what are you going to do? Well, you can edit it out. That's what you can do. But yeah, so the videos are getting views, and it's nice. But yeah, like I said, realistically, I'm not expecting to be internet famous. Would I like to be internet famous as long as it came with money? Sure. But I'd rather just have the money. Keep the fame, give me the money. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it. I'm still having fun. Still having medical issues. Like, my doctor wanted to change my blood pressure medicine, but I just picked up the other blood pressure medicine. It's like, I don't have that kind of money just to be wasting pills. And it's like, I'm just going to have to suffer through. It's like, because I am not throwing away these pills that I just picked up. So just toss the pills. It's like, no. It must be nice to have money that you can just waste like that. You know, medicine isn't cheap, unfortunately. It's America. But yeah, it's just like, I'm not doing that. I just didn't pick up the other pills. It's like, forget it. But, speaking of the Airwolf Blue Thunder video, that actually got blocked for a moment. It said it was copyrighted. But it was weird. I had the trailer for season 4 of Airwolf, and it only said 10 seconds of it was copyrighted. And what it was only a spot where like an actor or something was in it. And so I just blurred it out, and again, using the YouTube edit tools, and just went on with my day, and it came right back up that it was available. Still had a copyright on it, but it wasn't blocked anymore. So it was weird. And so it's like, I don't know what happened, because I did everything I was supposed to, and all of a sudden it's blocked. And it's like, all right, copyright stuff happens. I don't own the rights to that stuff. But yeah, so. And like I said, I'm getting more views, and also people are interacting with the videos, which is nice. Again, with the Airwolf video. Because in Blue Thunder, they basically had a military helicopter patrolling Los Angeles. And, even in the movie is brought up, do we need a tactical helicopter that can take out a vehicle from 200 miles away? And the answer is no. And someone in the comments said that. I said, yeah, in the movie, they actually brought that up. In the TV series, they just kind of ignored it. But, yeah, the movie is definitely better than the TV series. So if you want to know about Blue Thunder, watch the movie, not the TV series. But yeah, I am enjoying doing the videos. Sci-fi shows I think they should remake and kind of give my 2 cents on how they should do it. I don't really go in depth on it. I think I'm going to try to start doing that more. I was going to try to look for a new video series to do, but I'm going to hold off on that, because one of the things I wanted to do was actually make clips of the podcast and just put those out there. Unfortunately, I'm doing it by myself, everything by myself, editing, podcast, and everything. It's hard to play off yourself it's hard to be funny by yourself. I guess I could put that in there. But yeah, I'm just gonna do like 1 minute clips, or actually 59-second clips, and put them on YouTube Shorts and TikTok. Just kind of advertise my stuff. But yeah, it's nice. I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna keep going, and we'll see what happens. I mean, even on YouTube, I was surprised. I think I'm up to 30 people clicking the subscribe button, so it's nice. I think that's another thing I'm gonna try to start doing. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, because I try not to say that just because it doesn't make me want to click the thing. I still may not say it, actually. I don't know why. I think I hate hearing it all the time because everyone says it in their YouTube videos. So I know you want to advertise for yourself. Ooh, I could just create a quick advertisement at the beginning. I could create audio just at the beginning of every video, put that in there. You know, I might do that. I might actually just create audio at the beginning and at the end, and just use that, clean it up, make sure it's perfect, and always use that for everything. So that's something I would do. I can't recall if I've ever heard anyone actually just reuse the same audio over and over. So that's what I'm going to do. Create a thing and use it. I don't know if I'll do it today, but I'm definitely going to create that. And then working out. I pushed myself. So Sunday rolled around. Now last week was horrible working out. Sunday came around and I decided to do like 30 squats. I did like 100 calf raises because I was just doing body weight. Then I tried to work out. I guess it's called, I know it's called something else other than the shin, but the front of the muscle up front, there's an exercise for that. So I was doing all that and it felt great. I felt the burn. Then Monday we went to the gym and I'm walking on the treadmill. I got to incline 3, which we've been doing. I couldn't make it past the 5-minute mark. My shin started to burn. Like, oh, that's right. I pushed myself Sunday. So I guess I pushed myself too hard, being out of shape and trying to work legs out 2 days in a row. But then Tuesday we went back and now Monday was leg day. We did the machines, did all the leg exercises. But then Tuesday we went back and did upper body and the treadmill. We do treadmill every time we go. We used to do 10 minutes, but now we're going back down to 5 because we're doing incline 5. So we're trying to get used to doing incline 5 for 5 minutes. And then once we get used to that, we'll go back up to 10 minutes. But yeah, doing that, I really pushed my legs. As for my upper body, I'm still pushing myself on my upper body. I might actually go do some upper body workout a little bit. Oh, I was proud of myself. I was able to do push-ups. I did 3 military presses and then 5 modified, or sometimes called girly push-ups, where you just do it from the knees. I was able to do that. I kind of think I could have done more of the modified push-up if I had done the military press. Military press hurt. I could feel it, man, and I was so proud of myself. I might go ahead and try to do at least 3 push-ups every day. But yeah, I was so proud of myself. I haven't done a push-up in a long time. Being able to do a push-up just got me going. And I actually, because I was holding my stomach so tight. Oh, here's the thing about the push-up. My gut hangs because I'm fat. And it was touching the ground. It was throwing me off. I'm like, oh, and I was falling to the side. So it was just throwing me off through my body. Finally, I just sucked my gut in and held it as hard as I could. And the next day, I could feel it where I was holding my gut. That's how hard I was. I felt like I was doing ab crunches on my lower ab. Like, man, how hard was I holding my gut? It's like, sheesh. But yeah, I want to try to do some more push-ups and just keep doing push-ups. That's what I used to do when I was in shape. I'd do 20 push-ups every morning and then go to work. And so I need to get back into doing that. I think I've said that multiple times, and now I'm going to try to get back into it. Now, I'm not going to try to do 20 push-ups, obviously, because I can barely do 3, but I'm going to try to do at least the 3, because I felt it in my chest just from those 3 push-ups, so I'm going to go for it. And I'm trying to fix my diet, and of course, diet is key. You can lose weight without exercising. It's not a problem. But if you do both, you can lose it faster. And I kind of fixed my diet, but it's still bad. I need to just sit down and find a meal plan and just follow it to the letter. But I need the meal plan to spell out exactly what I need to eat. And I know there's a lot of them out there, but these meal plans don't realize that people are broke when they create these meal plans. They want you to buy all these fancy stuff that it's not cheap. So it's like, give me some simple stuff that I can buy and I can still lose weight. But I'm going to work on it. I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to keep pushing myself with the working out. And I'm still dragging my feet on getting my second book out. I don't know why. Oh, that's something else. I need to start advertising my book more. That's what maybe one of the, because I'm posting every day on TikTok. So maybe I'll advertise my book in one of those. But yeah, my second book, I don't know why I'm dragging my feet. I finally got the back cover. Oh, a picture. I wanted to take a picture. I got a nice shirt on. I should take a picture. Move the mic out the way. Take a picture. Crop out the back. Be good to go. So I'll do that here in a moment and take a picture. So I'll take a picture and put it on there because I wanted to put my face on the book. I didn't do it last time. I'm going to do it this time. Put my face on there. Hair looks pretty good. Looks decent. So take a picture, put it on there, and get it out there and advertise it. But yeah, I don't know why I'm dragging my feet on the second one so much. I think it's because it's much shorter than the first one, but it feels better than the first one. So I'm gonna keep going. I need to get started on my next book actually and get it out there. But yeah, and like I said, I'm posting on TikTok and YouTube Shorts every day. I've only missed one day, and that one day I just woke up and was just like, it was the next day. I'm like, oh, I forgot to post yesterday. So I might just at the end of the month just post like the first of the next month, and then try to get a habit of posting every now and again. But yeah, so far so good, and I'm getting views on those as well. So I'm gonna keep it going and hopefully get myself out there, advertising myself. Who knows? Who knows what can happen? You don't know until you try. So I'm just gonna keep trying and keep going. I've said before, I'm being realistic. I'm not expecting to be internet famous. But if I can make a few dollars off of this, hey, I'm not going to knock it. Yeah. My main goal was just to fix me, get me used to talking again, get me interacting again and doing things. And I'm doing it, and I just got to keep going, keep moving forward. And on the video, like I said, I'm getting more comments. I like the fact that I am getting more comments. And also getting oh, that's what I was going to do, a React video. I'm still thinking about doing a React channel. I created a thing for it, but I don't, logo. I used to say logo for it. I don't like it. You can't really make it out. I need to go back and fix it. Because when I put it up, it was like, when I was making it look good, then I put it up, it was like, oh, you can't actually read that. So I need to fix that. But, yeah. And, well, speaking of React, I was watching Shits and Gigs React channel, and they were doing the sound like, do you hear Yancey or Laurel? I heard Yancey. Fuhad heard Yancey. The other two heard Laurel. But when Fuhad switched ears, which one he was using to listen, he heard Laurel, and I thought that was in there. So I started plugging my ears thinking, well, maybe I'll hear it. And I still didn't hear it. I heard Yancey. And then I got the bright idea. I'm going to see what word he hears. I hit the dictate feature in Word and let it listen, and it heard Laurel. And I was like, well, that's very interesting. I'm hearing Yancey. Everyone else hear Laurel. Now, I did go to comments to see, most comments were saying they heard Yancey too. So I'm thinking it has to do with, I think it has to do with just the way we hear things. Because they even brought up the dress. Is it white and gold or blue and black? I saw blue and black originally. But I've noticed it depends on where I see the image. Because sometimes I'll see blue and black, and sometimes I'll see the gold and white. Like, when they first were bringing it up, like at the beginning, they do like a little show and tell what's going to be in the show. They had the dress. The dress was in black and white. And I saw it as blue and black. Then when they went to do it, as they brought up the dress, I saw it as blue and black, and then it was white. And Fuhad had said he saw the blue and black too. So I was like, oh, okay. And then there's a dresser, I guess, supposed to be different colors. And I didn't see the different colors. And they were talking about, I don't even see the other colors. So I thought that was interesting. I'll post a link to that React video so you can watch it all. But yeah, they were just reacting to different things and different sounds. Some of the sounds, I didn't hear what they were saying. And yeah, it was just interesting. It was stuff I've seen and heard before. But yeah, a lot of that stuff, it's amazing how the human body works. You hear one thing and I hear another. I see one thing, you see another. So it's just baffling how that works. I just couldn't believe, I remember when the dress thing happened, that was, man, wow. How long ago was it? That was a long time ago. Oh my God, has it been 10 years? Is that 2014, 2015? Wow, I know it's been a long time since the dress thing happened. It was long before COVID. I was still working my other job. I've been at this job for, 2018? So yeah, it had to be 2016, 2017, or somewhere around there. It was a long time ago. So that's a long, 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 long lifetime ago. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a React channel. That's why I'm not going to do something else, because I'm going to do the React channel also. So I want to try to, this weekend, just go through all 20 videos now and just take out, even I've posted videos or stuff for other, but what I want to do is just go through, if I have a 1 minute, if I have a 1 minute video already created, I'm going to get them all together, put them into one folder so I know I have them, and just post them, even if it's a repost. But one thing also is I want to try to make that a habit. Like as soon as I finish the video, get it all edited, then go back and watch it, and then create a 1 minute video, like advertisement. Because a lot of podcasters do that. They create like snippets of stuff and they put it out there. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Now, a lot of times when they post on TikTok, of course, they make it longer. I can do that. I can create 2. Now, I'll stick with 1 for right now because I'm doing it all by myself. But yeah, I'm just going to go for it and start making little ads for my podcast and put it out there. And with the React channel, there were some things I was watching. I could have reacted to that. And I think I'm just not ready for the React channel just because I feel like I'm doing too much. So maybe once I finish the YouTube channels I watch, then it won't feel so heavy. But yeah, I need to get different dates too when I post stuff. Because now I'll post everything on Sunday. So I'll switch the dates so that I don't feel overwhelmed trying to get everything done. But yeah, I think I definitely am going to do the React channel. But reacting to stuff, the rap beef between Kendrick and Drake is hilarious. I think I said it before. It's just the two of them. It's more fun to watch the parodies and the reactions than the actual rap battle itself. And there were people talking about, it's been a long time since there's been like a real old school rap battle. And there was a couple people on TikTok asking the old schools, like, old school, how did you guys find out about this stuff? And they were talking, well, you wouldn't hear it on the radio, right? And it's like, it depends on where you live. You could hear it on the radio. I think I said it before. It's like if you lived in New York or LA or basically New York, California, Florida, big city places, you probably could hear it. Like on, not necessarily the big local radio station, but like the I guess you could say ghetto radio station would play it, even though it'd be against the violation, they would still play it. Then there was mixtapes. They made their way around. Every now and again, those mixtapes would make their way to West Virginia. So we would listen to them here too. And so yeah, we would find out about rap battles too. Now a lot of times you couldn't necessarily hear the rap battle, but you just hear about it, or couldn't necessarily listen to the rap battles, but you would hear about it. And then we had MTV that would tell us about it and stuff. And if the diss was good enough, you got a music video. So Ice Cube used to do diss videos and diss songs, rap songs. He dissed Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, all of them. So that was his thing. He was just constantly dissing them. He at least had one song where he's dissing somebody. Yeah, old school rap. I miss old school rap. I'm one of those old people now that are like, this isn't rap. What is this crap? And the rap I grew up with and the rap you guys in the younger generation has is not the same. And I think it's interesting that, like a rapper like Kendrick Lamar, he has that feel. Like if he had come out in the time of Tupac and all them, he would have been battling. He would have had some real people to battle with. Let's put it that way. And I think he even would have soared even higher to higher heights than if he come out back then, just because he would have been challenged at every turn more than he is now. And a lot of times, even back then, even if you didn't listen to rap, you knew who rappers were just because they were big back then. It seems like now everyone's a rapper, so everyone's just like, I have no idea who this is. And everyone's putting little in front of their name. It's like little such and such, little this, little that. Like, who are all these people? And a lot of them are one-hit wonders on social media. And that doesn't necessarily equate to money. If you were one-hit wonder, back then, that means you got a little bit of money. But now it's like, just because you're social media famous doesn't mean you're going to be rich. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. Just because you become social media famous doesn't mean anything yet. Unless you're making money doing it, it doesn't mean anything. So until you start making money, you can't really say you're social media famous. Well, I guess you could, because there were famous people even back in the day who you thought had money and were actually broke. Like Halle Berry talks about, everyone knew her name, but she was actually broke. So I thought that was interesting. But yeah, it's just, I think around the late 90s, early 2000s, you start having more and more rappers popping up. And a lot of people blame Eminem. And, I understand why they blame him, because you had the white rapper come out of nowhere and just kill it. So you had all these other rappers, white rappers, thinking they're going to do the same thing. And the music industry pushed them to, they're white, we need to push them. And they didn't do as good as Eminem. So Eminem's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Will there ever be someone as successful as Eminem who's not black? I don't know. But as of right now, Eminem's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So I think they should stop trying to find white rappers like Eminem, and just, if you're going to hire a white rapper, just make sure they can rap. And they'll probably make some money off of them. The rap beef. And then Childish Gambino, Donald Glover put something out, and I can't watch it. I'm sorry, it's too, I guess, use the young folks lingo, it's too cringe. I can't watch it. I'm just, what is this? And yeah, I couldn't watch it. I thought it was a joke, but it's like, is this real? He really put that out? I was like, okay. And everyone likes it, but I couldn't watch it. I was watching that video. I was like, I can't watch this. But yeah, it's just hilarious to me. I saw a trailer for Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. I think I got that right. But I'll find the trailer and I'll slap it in here. When I was watching, I was like, oh, is this a live action? At first I thought it was live action. Then I'm watching, I was like, no. And then they showed the people, I was like, oh, it's CGI. Everything else was looking crisp, but then when they showed the faces, I didn't like the faces. They looked like doll faces, like plastic doll faces. And I think I get they were trying to go for that realistic look, but they look like plastic doll faces. I didn't like it. And hopefully it's still good. I might watch it. But yeah, it's looked interesting. It looked really good. Like if they had done live action with that CGI stuff, I definitely would have watched it. Oh, my mind just went blank right there. Here we go again. Probably has to do with the medicine. Like, I'm not swapping out my medicine. Oh my God, I forgot what I just talked about. Did I talk about the medicine? Oh, well, I'll talk about it again. I'm not rich. I'm not throwing away my medicine. And I'm just going to keep taking it. Because my blood pressure did go down. but it didn't go down enough if they felt comfortable with it. But also I'm working out and trying to lose weight. So I think as long as I keep doing that, that's going to help. If I can get the weight off, that's going to help a lot with the blood pressure. Because I've noticed as I work out, my blood pressure is going down. So the two are going hand in hand. So I just need to lose weight. I've been trying to avoid diet pills. I'm so tempted. I am so tempted to do some diet pills. Because they did help me lose 10 pounds. With all the blood pressure issues I have, I need to stay away from them, so I have. But it's very tempting, I'm not going to lie. I just gotta keep with it. And like I said, I'm going to start trying to do push-ups, do more activities around the house, exercise, get that sweat going, and just keep it going. Like Friday, I need to cut my grass, so I'm going to do that. That'll be exercise in itself. I just gotta keep pushing myself. Now I know not to push myself too much, because then you're gonna have issues. You hurt myself or push myself to the point I'll wind up in the hospital. I don't want that. But there are times I wish I got that stomach virus again. I had a stomach virus where I lost 15 pounds in 2 days. And it's like, maybe if I get that stomach virus again. But yeah, that weight just dropped off. It was like, I lost 15 pounds. Granted, I know it was all water weight. And as soon as I started drinking water, I gained it all back. Because I was super dehydrated. I mean, my lips felt ashy dry. Like they were just dry like sandpaper. And my sinuses and eyes were dried out. It's like, you could rain water, just have the ocean water. Well, not ocean water, but you could just drown my eyes in water and they wouldn't got dehydrated. That's how bad it was. I was just so dehydrated and it sucked. And because I was so dehydrated, I had a massive migraine too. It probably caused my blood pressure to shoot up. But yeah, being that dehydrated was not fun. It sucked. Now, I don't really watch TV. I don't have cable. I can watch like regular network television. I heard about young Sheldon, so spoiler if you haven't heard. They finally killed the dad off, and I saw clips for it. And I was talking to my wife about it. She's like, "No, why'd you tell me? I was like, "I didn't know you watched that show. I really didn't." And apparently she was going to start watching it. It's like, okay. Or she was going to watch that episode. It's like, I didn't know. Like, you don't talk to me about stuff like that. Like, you keep it to yourself. So I didn't know she wanted to watch it. So. But just from the clips, it was pretty good. It looked like you could feel the sorrow, the sadness in the clip. And I guess they brought back, I can't think of his name. Basically Big Sheldon and Amy, and they brought them back at the end. So, yeah. Now, me personally, I'm still not a young Sheldon fan. I'm not going to watch it. So. And there was talks of a spin-off series. I'm not sure how they were going to do that, if that's still going to work, with the brother and his wife. Now, I guess the brother's been married 3 times. I don't know how they're going to do that. 2 or 3 times. It's like, are they going to have him get married 3 times, or what's going on? I guess it depends on how long the show was on for. But, yeah, I know they had talked about, there was rumors that maybe they won't kill him off. It won't be canon to Big Bang Theory, but looks like they did it. So they went for it. And if Young Sheldon's supposed to be based on Big Bang Theory, it makes sense that they would have to eventually kill him off. But yeah, it finally happened. They say goodbye to George. And like I was saying, I don't watch much TV because I don't have cable. I did see an ad for Damon Wayans doing a new show. What's funny is, I'm not sure why, but a couple days before I saw the ad, I was thinking, that's why I saw something about fathers and sons, or celebrities and their children. And I was thinking, what about Damon Wayans and Damon Wayans Jr.? Like, have they ever done anything together? I was like, have they ever starred in a show together? Now, Damon Wayans played Damon Wayans Jr.'s dad in a TV show just as a guest spot, but they never were both on a TV show together as 2 main characters, and now they are. So I was just like, that's interesting. It was called Papa's House. But yeah, it was just like, did I have a premonition of the future or something? It's like, and I remember thinking as I was watching videos, like, can I get premonitions of the lottery numbers instead? That would be nice. Oh, speaking of numbers, a while back I mentioned some numbers, and they weren't lottery numbers because the numbers never hit. It was in a dream after a couple days after my dad passed away. Some numbers came to me, and in the dream he handed me the numbers. They were 133, and I just typed in 133 in Google search, and it did come back talking about like basically higher planes are listening, you're headed in the right direction, things like that. It's like, okay, I'll take it as a sign that I'm heading in the right direction, because we always ask for a sign, and here's your sign. So if you want to go the religious route, it's definitely a sign that hey, you're heading in the right direction. So I'll keep doing this stuff, and just because of that. But also another thing I noticed about me doing this stuff is that I need to work on bringing more energy to this podcast. I need to work on bringing more energy to everything. But I feel like I am bringing more energy as I get more confident. Like just now, I just realized I'm not bringing the energy I should be bringing. So I want to bring some energy, try to step it up. There we go. That's why I can take diet pills and get my energy going. I used to drink 4 Kickstarters every morning. And, what was weird is it felt like my heart was just beating normal. Like now, if I can't explain it, it wasn't like my heart was beating faster. It was like it was beating at the speed it should be beating. Everything felt clear. I was good to go, and I could work. And part of me is wondering, maybe something else is low, because my potassium tanked out, and now it's coming back up because I'm on potassium pills. But yeah, it's just like I couldn't believe it. Every morning, as long as I was doing that, I felt great. And people were like, "You're gonna have a heart attack." I was like, "If I do, I do." But yeah, I felt great. Oh, and on my dad's death certificate, it talks about coronary or something about basically heart problems is what killed him. And what is interesting is when we were going through stuff, he had a case of 5 hour energies. He was living on that stuff. It's like, no wonder you died. You probably had a heart attack in the middle of the night. It's like, geez, like, come on, man. And what's even worse, I knew a guy who was living on Red Bull. He just buy 2 cases at a time, just Red Bull, lunch, breakfast, lunch, Red Bull. And he was real thin. He was really thin. It's like, eat some real food. And then there was a girl at a job I used to work. They found her dead in the bathroom. And she was one of those energy drinking people. She had a heart attack. Her heart just gave out. Because all she did was energy drinks. Breakfast, lunch, and I don't know if she did for dinner too, but yeah, you can't live on those energy drinks. They're supposed to be every now and again, not all the time. If you're constantly doing energy drinks to survive, you need to take a break. You need to just step back and take a break and call it a day. But yeah, you can't live on that stuff. And I realized that, and that's why I got off of it. And also, it's bad for your teeth. So that was another reason I stopped doing it. So, but yeah, I do need to work on somehow bringing more energy to everything I do in these videos, just to get it up there. And I don't know how to do that, if that makes sense. I've never been the energetic person to begin with. One thing I am working on is making sure I am a I can't even talk. Oh my God. There's my clip I can use. Oh God. I think I'm sleepy. I think my eyes are red. It's only 9:41. I don't know why I'm so tired. But it just all of a sudden hit me. But I was trying to enunciate my words more clearly, because sometimes when I listen back to this, I think part of it is I'm not talking. I'm a soft talker to begin with. So I need to talk a little louder. And I bought some stuff to put around the room. I guess in a way I did buy it. I was going to take the cup carriers you get from fast food and put them on the wall because they used to do egg cartons. And I got to thinking, well, cup carriers would do the same thing. You put enough of them around the wall to absorb that noise. I had to at least do one wall, so I might come and try to do one wall, just kind of tape them up there and see what happens. I just haven't got around to it. But every time I get a cup carrier, I'll just tack it on the wall. So I might try that just to help with the sound. I don't know why I don't talk louder. I've always been that way. Well, actually, I do know why I'm that way. It's because when I used to speak up, it was like, people were like, what are you talking about? And a lot of times I wasn't wrong, and that used to piss me off. So it just got to the point where I just don't speak up. And now as an adult, I realize I still do. I'm still a soft speaker. So I've been trying to get in the habit of talking louder. Even my daughter's like, "Your daddy, you're whispering." I was like, "Oh, thanks." And I'll speak up. And then there were times like my wife was like, "You're yelling." And I was like, "I'm not yelling. I'm just talking." And it's like, and then she's like, "You're talking too loud." And I was just like, "How about I just don't talk to you?" And so, yeah. But I think the energy would just come from me just talking louder if I just speak up more. Because already it sounds like I'm adding more energy to it, just talking louder. So you'll probably be able to tell the difference. There was something, what was that on? I was watching a podcast. No, it wasn't a podcast. I should have. Anyway. Yeah, it was, it's one of the older YouTube channels, but they were talking about how they used to turn off the air conditioning before they did a show or did skits or anything. And then they got a new sound guy, and he was like, well, we'll just take a room read and then adjust for that. And they called us something, and I was like, oh, I need to see if I can do that with anything I have. Cause now, one of the things I do is I go in and just edit out the sound. I use Audacity, and I just go in, and it does a great job of just cleaning out the sound. I usually don't have to do much. I just grab where there is clearly some noise playing, highlight that, and it goes in and just edits it and removes it real quick, and then I just use that audio. It's basically, it scrubs the audio. So that's the way I've been doing it. So, but if I can get a room read or room balance, man, I wish I knew. See, the particular channel I don't follow, my daughter follows them, and it was just like, I just happened to be sitting there when she was watching, and they was talking about that. I was like, oh, I got to remember that, and then I didn't remember. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. On the news, I saw where there's just like a thing going on in New York, getting punched in the face. And Steve Buscemi got punched. It's like, can't even just walk down the street. New Yorkers just swinging at you. It's like, hey, you just walking down the street, minding your business. Someone swings at you. It's like, what is going on in New York? Why are you punching people? And there's a lot of people swinging. And it's like, stop swinging. I don't want to get punched in the face. I told my wife, I'm not going to New York anytime soon. My mom would call me talking about Steve Buscemi got punched in the face. I was like, well, I'm definitely not going to New York anytime soon. It's just like, what is going on? But yeah, it was just like, what's with this rash of punching in the face? Is there like a competition going on? How many people you can sucker punch in the face? And what's even worse is like, these people do this and walk off like they've done something. It's like, you just sucker punched someone. You didn't do anything. So get out of here with that crap. Another thing I was thinking about also was the length of the podcast. I still want to keep it like pretty long. Not necessarily an hour, but at least 45 minutes. Cut it down a little. Or basically, oh man, my brain went blank again. But yeah, I was thinking about, as for when I do the sci-fi shows that I think should be remade, I'm not worried about the length. I just want to get in there, get my point across, talk about the show a little bit, and then talk about how it should be remade and go from there. But yeah, I think I am gonna do on Babylon 5, even though there's talks of it being remade, just because I see two ways that it could be remade. So I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to bring up the fact that there are some definite recent rumors of it getting remade. So I think that would be nice if Babylon 5 gets remade. But yeah, when it comes to time frames with the other stuff, I don't worry about as much. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I shouldn't worry about as much on here either. Because sometimes I'll see podcasts go for 2 hours, 3 hours. And I was like, I'm not doing it for that long. But other times I see people do 40 minutes, and then next time it's 30 minutes, and next time it's an hour. It's like it's inconsistent. And the thing with me, I was trying to be more consistent with what I'm doing. So I don't want to chop it down too much. I still want to get around. I want to keep it anywhere between 45 to 55 minutes, at the minimum. And then, if I hit the 1 hour mark, awesome. If I go to 1 hour mark, awesome. But I still want to keep it kind of lengthy, mainly because I feel like it helps me. I noticed my voice dropped, got low again. I got to make sure to keep that energy. I think that's also going to help me too. If I can keep that energy up, keep that voice going, talk for an hour like this, keep that energy up. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some caffeine. I'm going to have to get caffeined up. And I cut back on pop too. I'm a Coca-Cola, and I've cut back on all that. I cut back on all sugary drinks, so hopefully that'll help with the weight loss. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to bring some energy. I got to figure it out how to get that energy in there. Like with the other stuff I'm doing scripts or bullet points. Like in some cases, I've done full scripts, and the scripts are mainly just guides. I don't have to actually read it word for word. They're just guides to get me. They're just guides to get me going, and so far so good. Now, as for this podcast, I have bullet points I want to touch on and talk about, and man, that's something I should do. When I create the bullet points, each one should be like 5 minutes or 10-minute bullet points. I put how long I should talk about each thing. Because sometimes I'll talk about something, I only spend a minute on it. It's like, why didn't I even bring it up? So like, talk a little longer about it next time. But, and that goes back to me not focusing on myself too. Also, I think it's why I'm low energy, is I'm still not focused on me. I'm focused on doing this, but I'm not focused on me. I need to focus on me. Like right now, I'm sitting in my chair and I'm sinking. Let me adjust myself. There we go. My bright red shirt. You know what's funny is this shirt is not that bright. In the video, I'm looking at the video on the screen, and this thing looks like it's just glowing. Once I render everything out, I wonder how it's going to look then. But yeah, this shirt just looks like it's glowing, and it's not that bright. It's actually a dull shirt. So I don't know why it looks so bright on there. But yeah, my goal is just to get focused more on me. I want to do some more push-ups. I want to do some exercise. Me. This is the year of me. I guess it's my soft boy year. But all that stuff is hilarious to me too. These guys, I mean, all they're doing is saying what girls have been saying for years, and women are getting mad. It's like they're coming back. Just say you're broke, or just say you're not a real man, or just say you're gay, and just say this. And I'm like, oh, they hit a nerve. I love it. I think it's hilarious. And I saw something like, like the guys. I thought it was on the last. Talked about it on the last podcast. That talking about incels, they get rejected one time. It's like no, that's not usually how it works. Most of those guys have been rejected tons of times. It's just I'll be honest, they are going after the wrong girls. They're going after supermodels when they shouldn't be going after supermodels. They are the guys who should just stick to their lane, and they're not. And I mean, sometimes you luck out, but if you constantly are going after people who clearly are not going to be interested in you, then yeah, you're going to lose your mind. But what's on the opposite side is you have a girl or female who will ask a guy out, who may ask one guy out one time and then never do that again, and they don't. And it's like, I was thinking, like, if guys did that, like, the human race would not be here. It would just cease. So yeah, so if guys don't take the initiative, there will be no human race. But yeah, with the soft boy and the drizzle and all that stuff, the first time I saw it was a black guy doing it, and then so I don't know who did it first. Then I saw a bunch of other guys doing it, but it is hilarious. And all I can say is, you guys are just the women are just angry that those guys are just saying what they're saying. And I think it's hilarious. That's like when I used to hear people talking about the girl brought her friend on a date. It's like, oh, well, you guys have fun, because I would just get up and leave. I'm like, I'm not paying for everybody. It's supposed to be a date for me and you, and that's what I budgeted for. And if a girl ever said, oh, if you're broke, just say so, I said, well, if you're broke, just say so. I'm the one paying for everything. I never understood that. It's like, if I'm broke, I'm like, girl, I'm the one paying for everything. Why don't you pay for everything? Show me what you banking with. It's like, no, you're the guy. And it's gotten worse. That's sad, actually. But, yeah, and it is the fault of guys, actually, for the girls getting that way. You got so many guys trying to be big ballers and they're not big ballers. What these so-called big ballers don't realize is the real bosses, what they do is they use the girl. Once they're done with it, they kick her to the curb. And, and sometimes the girl gets passed around, to be honest with you. The one's done with them, the next one in the road takes her and does what they want. And if God forbid she gets pregnant, it's like they all just like, I'm not the dad. Here's some money. Get rid of it, But, yeah, I don't think these people understand what a real boss, a real, baller, or a real rich person, high value person is going to do. I wouldn't say high value person, but someone who has a lot of money is going to do what someone who's looking for a rich person to take care of them. That rich person is going to expect something in return. And they're not going to fly you places and you're not going to put out. It's not going to fly. And some of those guys are dangerous too. And these girls are literally playing with fire, because some of those guys will get what they want one way or the other, and then you may disappear. So you got to watch out for that. And that's not a joke. There's a lot of crazy rich people out there who will do stupid things, and they'll get away with it because they got money. But yeah. But back to more lighthearted stuff. The soft boy summer or soft boy era is hilarious, and just the reactions from some of these women is even more hilarious, because then the guys are reacting, or people in the comments are tearing those women apart. It's like you do understand they're making fun of you, and that this is all a parody. This is just a joke. And a lot of these women don't get that it's a joke. They think it's real. And I won't say, when I say a lot of these women, a lot of women on the internet, not everyone, but a lot of them on the internet who think that way, think this stuff is real. And the problem is they're panicking, because there's a lot of guys doing it. And so these women are panicking. Like, oh my God, I can't have all these guys doing this. But it's a joke. And I never once took it serious. I found it funny from start to finish. And I hope they keep it going, actually. But yeah, I find it interesting that what's supposed to be a joke, how some people take it, they don't take it as a joke. They took it as being serious. I'm like, it's a joke, right? And it's like, and they don't get it. All right. But I am getting sleepier by the moment, and I don't know why. So I've been trying not to say I'm going to make this video short, but this one is going to be short, because I think I'm falling asleep. So I might need to check my blood pressure. But hopefully everything's all right. It was just all of a sudden, and now I'm like super tired. But I slept pretty good. No, I didn't. I take that back. I did not sleep good. I could lay there for a little bit, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm choking. My sinus is drained, and it's just like, this sucks. I think the tiredness has just slammed into me, and it's time for me to go to bed. But once again, thanks for watching. You guys have a nice day.